Hello everyone, today I have my top 20 favorite vendor wax scents of 2021. I was a little concerned that I wasn't gonna have 20 favorites. Like, I was trying to think of which scents I would pick and I was like, I don't know, I can't come up with 20. There were a few that popped into my head, but then once I started going through my wax, I was like, oh wait, because I was kind of just thinking of like the last couple months of 2021, like, oh yeah, I really love this in November and I really love this in December. My mind didn't even go back to like the beginning of 2021, so going through my wax really refreshed my memory for like spring and summer as well as fall and winter. So anyway, I have 20 scents here. Surprisingly, I had like way more than 20 scents that I loved this year, but I really narrowed it down. So these are 20 scents that really stood out to me this year. Some are ones, not many though. I was gonna say some are ones that I've loved for a little while, but really I think it's just one in here that I've loved for a few years. And the rest I think are all scents that I fell in love with this year. Oh no, wait, there's two in here that I've loved in previous years, but this is my first time doing a top 20 video, so it's okay if I include them. Yeah, so I will just get started. I have definitely don't have all of my favorite vendors in here. Some of my favorite scents from other vendors, I just didn't have any on hand, so I couldn't include them. I only wanted to include scents that I had on hand. So this definitely isn't all of my favorite vendors, but it's a good bit of them. I don't think you guys will be super surprised by any of these. Okay, anyway, the first one I have is from Midnight Daydream. Are you focused? Okay. This is Michael Myers flannel. It's flannel type and home sweet home type. It sounds very simple and not that like amazing, but it is really amazing. Oh, it smells so good. And when I melted this, I just did a third, probably less than a third of this scent shot in my tea light warmer. And it was so incredibly strong. That's another thing. I think every scent here is a really good performer. So not only do the scents themselves stick out to me, but the performance of them does as well. But yeah, Michael Myers flannel and home sweet home type. It's amazing. It's like this really warm, inviting, homey kind of smell with a little bit of that cologne in there. Ugh, I love it. This one I would repurchase. I think I have a little bit more of this aside from this scent shot, but I would repurchase this one. These are in no particular order. It's not like this is my 20th favorite. It's just how I'm grabbing them. Okay, another one that I only have one from this vendor is Destination Wax. This is Aberdeen. It's a fresh blend of lavender, cedar, I don't have my glasses on, green herbs, and earth. This one I did have, well, this specific one I got in 2021, but I've had this scent before that. It's my favorite scent from Destination Wax. It's obviously one of my favorite scents from any vendor or company. Oh, it's amazing. It's like this super outdoorsy herbal green scent. Like, it really smells like herbs, and not just like grass. And it's so strong and beautiful. If you like outdoorsy, herbal, fresh green scents, you have to try Aberdeen. I need to get a loaf of it at some point because I'm hoarding this breakaway bar, because I don't want to be without it. But that is Amazing, definitely one of my favorites. Okay, then the rest of these I have multiples from each vendor. So the first vendor I'm going to talk about is the Bathing Garden, and I put Pomegranate Noir in my top 20. I have had this scent before 2021. I think I actually, the first time we tried it was 2020, so not super long ago, but this scent is so beautiful. It's this really deep, like pomegranate. It's perfumey, but it's like deep enough that the perfuminess doesn't bother me. I mean, this is a perfume dupe, so you definitely get that. It's beautiful. And I do have, I brought out this jumbo clam, but I do have a small clam of it that I haven't finished. So this is one that I always want to have in my collection. It's one that I will just bring out the clamshell so I can just smell it randomly and not even melt it, but it's a good performer when it's melting. It's beautiful. Definitely a top 20 scent. And then I also pulled out a French Country Christmas. This is one that 2021 was the first year that I tried this one, Christmas 2021. So this is a newer love of mine, but I'm just obsessed with it. I don't know why. Like I've tried plenty of other like vanilla balsam, like pine and vanilla. And this one is just my favorite right now. It's French vanilla, so I don't know if that makes a difference. Sorry, I just almost dropped the jumbo clam. Let me pop one of these out. And this is a layered wax. As always, her wax is so beautiful. Yeah, this is like a French vanilla. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And balsam, I want to say. It's just that creamy French vanilla with that beautiful fresh tree note. I'm obsessed with this. I cut these jumbo pieces in half and put half of a piece in my warmers, and this is a really great performer also. Then I have Gardenia Coconut Cream. And I think I pulled up the notes for this. This is white gardenia, shredded coconut, and creamy vanilla. So again, with her vanilla, I don't know what it is. I have found that I really love the Bathing Gardens vanilla, marshmallow, like any of those like creamy vanilla kind of scents I really love from the Bathing Garden. This is, once again, this is so beautiful, and look at the flower in there, it's so pretty. This is just a beautiful creamy floral, and I'm not a floral person typically, but this one I remember melting it and just being like, this is amazing. I need more of this. So hopefully this comes back. I think this was in her Valentine's collection. I would honestly grab a jumbo clam of this one so then I can finally melt the rest of this. Yeah, and I've also found that I don't mind the Bathing Gardens coconut. Coconut is one of those scent notes that is very like iffy for me. I like a very specific kind of coconut, and this one has it, and it is beautiful. Definitely will be getting a jumbo clam of that if she offers it. And then the other one I have from the Bathing Garden, and the last one I have from the Bathing Garden, is Winter Jammies. This again was from this last Christmas, and it's the first time I've tried it. I don't know if she offered it before then or not, but the scent notes are sweet cotton laced with lavender, blends with peppermint and marshmallow frosting. And that's what it is. It's just like a really sweet, beautiful, like lavender cotton kind of scent. And you definitely get the peppermint as well. It's so pretty. That's what the clam looks like. It's just perfectly blended, the perfect combination of each of those notes. And I just love it. This is one that I would probably get a jumbo clam of next Christmas if she offers it again. And this is also one that I'll melt like all winter, so I can continue melting this for the next couple months here. But yeah, that one was really, just really stood out to me as far as, especially as far as like laundry blends. I know, I mean, it's not like super laundry, but it has that cotton in there and you definitely pick up on it. So I love that. And I did have a sample that I melted in my tea light warmer and it was super strong. So again, a good performer. Okay, then I have some from L3. The first one is Hagrid's Hut. This is Earl Grey tea, moss, cedar, and saffron. I love this. I mean, I guess I don't need to say that because obviously these are my favorites. But this is just, you get the tea, the Earl Grey tea. It definitely smells like a hot herbal tea. And the cedar and saffron just give it like this really like warm outdoorsy kind of feel. And the moss is just like this tiny hint of green in here. Like I feel like Hagrid's Hut could really smell like this. So good. And this is a really good performer. Oh, yeah. I remember this one really standing out to me when I ordered it, and then when I melted it, I was like, yeah, this is really good. Then my other favorite from L3 is the Overlook Hotel. This is Cider Lane Toasted Marshmallows and Smoky Fireside. I instantly fell in love with this one when I smelled it. This is 2021 was the first time I ever tried this one. And I've mentioned before, but her Cider Lane is not like the Bath & Body Works, like super caramelized Cider Lane. I don't even really know how to explain her Cider Lane. But oh my gosh, this is so good. You really get the warmth from the Smoky Fireside. Overlook Hotel on its own isn't super smoky to me. What was that? But I do have this blended with Fraser Fir and Palo Santo, I think is what it's blended with. And that one is a bit smokier. And I love them both. Like, I almost put that one in here too, but I was like, that's overkill. Let's just talk about this one. This reminds me of Indian Steps. It's a like Native American festival that we go to every year, and it's just one of my favorite places ever. And yeah, this definitely smells like that to me. And then the one with Fraser Fir and Palo Santo almost smells even more like that. So I love Overlook Hotel. I have this, like these chopped up buns of it. Then I have a scoopable, and then I have that loaf that's chopped, that's blended with the Palo Santo and Fraser Fir. So I will always repurchase Overlook Hotel, and I feel like I want to try more blends with it also. Okay, then I will go on to Super Tarts, and I either need to pull you guys back, or I'm just gonna push the wax back. I'm sorry if I bumped you. I have Harry's Holiday. It was super hard to not go overboard with the Super Tarts for this video. I mean, you guys know that I melt a lot of Super Tarts, and I have a lot of favorites from Super Tarts, but I was really trying to focus on this last year, specifically 2021, and I grabbed for Harry's holiday a lot. And this scent is Magically Delicious, so it's her Lucky Charms blend with French baguette and blue sugar, and it's just amazing. It's like you definitely get that blue sugar, and I always find Super Tarts blue sugar to be a little more cologne-y than some other vendors' blue sugar. But then those like vanilla kind of bakeries from, I mean, Magically Delicious is like, I forget how she words it, like crunchy cereal and marshmallow bits or something. So to me, it's kind of a vanilla based, I guess not bakery, but vanilla based cereal scent. And you definitely pick up on that. And then like the warmth from the French baguette. I really am not like, when I melt this, it's really not like, oh, it smells just like bread in here, like baking bread. I don't necessarily get that. I just get this really beautiful like warmth from it. Oh, it's so, so, so good. Sorry, I don't have any better like adjectives to use. But Harry's Holiday is one that I will always have in my collection. It's just amazing, and it's a super good performer. And then the other band bag that I pulled is Hagrid. This is one that I think I had for the first time in 2020, but I really reached for it a good bit in 2021, like even just to get the bag out and smell it. Because it's so nice. It's tinsel and shaving cream. And I don't know what makes it so like addictive to my nose, but it is. It's like really smooth. And it's really fresh to me while still being like warm and inviting. Beautiful. For sure. Okay. And then the last one from Super Tarts. I hope I counted right. I feel like I have more than 20. I don't think so. I definitely counted it like 3 times. And the last one from Super Tarts, it's Paranormal. This is mahogany, teakwood, berries, and tobacco leaf. This is really good. It's 2020 is definitely the first year that I tried it. Oh my goodness. It's like fresh, clean, like slightly masculine from the mahogany teakwood. And then that berry note in here. I just have this obsession with scents that have like a dried berry tone to them, and this one has that for me. And I just love tobacco leaf scents. Yeah, so it's like, it's very unique and refreshing to me. It's, yeah, like clean, fresh, masculine, but still like earthy. Oh, I love it. This one I would love to have a perfume in. I don't think Alicia is making the perfumes anymore. But oh my gosh, I would definitely get a perfume in this. Probably like a body wash, a lotion, whatever was available. This is so nice, and it is a good performer for me. Okay, then I will go on to Teddy Bees. The first one is Khaleesi. This is Palo Santo, tonka bean, oud wood, warm vanilla sugar, and fireside. I've talked about this one a million times. It reminds me of my grandpa. It's just so warm and I don't know, it just reminds me of him. So I guess to me it leans a little masculine. Yeah, I love this. This is, again, it's still kind of fresh. And really, I don't know what it is that is making it fresh to me. But, I mean, it has like, I mean, Palo Santo can be kind of fresh, oud wood. But anyway, it's fresh, but still like warm, and it definitely leans a little masculine to me. I've mentioned before, I had my mom smell it because I was like, what does this remind you of? And she said it smells like Stetson. It smells like your grandpa. So yeah, it's beautiful. This is one I will always have just for the fact that it's a very comforting blend to me, but it's also just a beautiful blend in general. Like, you don't need to have a scent memory attached to this one to love it. It's just a really nice scent and good performer. I'm kind of hoping she offers that in the next pre-order. Whoa, I mean, sorry. I don't, like, obviously I still have all that, so I don't like need it, but I am kind of not using that because I want to have like a backup loaf. It's probably ridiculous. Just as long as she offers it sometime this year in a pre-order, I should be all right. Okay, then I have Whispering Woods. This is Noble Firs, Pine Needles, Cedars, Smoldering Woods, and Sandalwood. This is beautiful. Again, it's outdoorsy, fresh. I've seen a few people say that they get like a citric note in here, like a lime. And I do definitely see that, or smell that, I should say. And then just, it's not super smoky to me. I get just like a hint of that like smoldering note. Definitely get sandalwood. You get the pine, the fir. It's beautiful. Oh my goodness. And this one is a really relaxing blend to me. So I think Whispering Woods is a really good name for this because it is very like smooth and calming and relaxing, and just, it's just a beautiful blend. This will be a repurchase, and that performed really well for me too. I love that. Another one from Teddy Bees is Tree Farm. This is frost-covered Christmas trees standing in rows for as far as the eye can see, and the smell of tilled dirt, or tilled earth, dirt. Sorry, I need to remember to put my glasses on for these videos. Oh my gosh. Yep, I like immediately when I smelled this, I was like, this is my favorite. It's this super fresh tree note, but you definitely get that dirt note also. Oh my goodness. So, so good. This is one that I also like just will pull out all the time and smell it, like just stick my face in the bag. Ugh, it's so good. I wouldn't mind if my house smelled like this all the time. It is one that I will gravitate to more towards Christmas, but I also feel like it's one you can melt all year round. But honestly, I'll probably hoard it until I get more. And then one last one from Teddy Bees is Milk and Cookies. This is creamy, oh my goodness, creamy vanilla, powdered sugar, sweet milk, buttery cookie dough. This has to be like the best cookie scent I've ever melted. This to me is like, oh my gosh. This is like you pulled warm chocolate chip cookies out of the oven and they're still like kind of gooey. And then you like sprinkle powdered sugar on top. This is so freaking good. yeah, it's just like being enveloped in a warm, sweet cookie. And you'll see, I think there might be one other. I don't know. I don't do a lot of bakery. I think there's a couple in here, but I don't do a ton of bakery, but this is one that I will repurchase over and over again because it is amazing. It's a good performer and I just love it. Okay, on to that Smell Good shop. I have Hagrid's Hut. This is a newer one for me. It's aged woods, fireplace, and moss. This is one that I ordered based solely on Michaela's review of it. And it is so good. You get those woodsy tones. Again, that moss just gives it like a little bit of a green note. And that fireplace makes it so warm and cozy. It's almost, the aged woods and the moss I think make it almost a little like herbally, but like warm herbally, almost like you have a loose incense of like dried herbs that you're burning, but not quite that smoky. But that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's really beautiful. Really, really nice. I noticed that I had several Hagrid scents in here. I love Hagrid, so it's not surprising, but also I would love to live in Hagrid's hut, so maybe I'm just like in that mood. But anyway, that is a beautiful scent. It's a good performer and it really stood out to me last year. Another one from that Smell Good shop is Krampus. This is sugar cookie, vanilla bean, waffle cone, and blue spruce. Oh my, it's so good. It's almost like a vanilla extract with the blue spruce, but you also get like the crunchiness of the waffle cone. Like the deeper you inhale, the more notes you pick up from this. It sounds like such a simple blend, but it's really kind of complex. And it's just so good. And you can tell that I hoard my favorites because they only have like a little bit taken out of them. I don't know. I would almost rather have them on hand and just smell them all the time than use them in my warmers. But anyway, the last one here from that Smell Good shop is Klaus. This is Winter Woods, spiced vanilla and berries. Again, this has that like dried berry note. I don't know what the berries are, but it's almost to me like a dried elderberry. And it's so good. And the Winter Woods, oh my goodness, with the spiced vanilla, this is like so fresh, outdoorsy. I just love it. It has this like dry tone to it that I just love so much. It's definitely like winter woods, like dried, naked trees with some dried berries. It's so beautiful. I love this. I only have 2 pieces left. I will use it up and then, I don't know, hopefully she'll pour it again before next winter. It's lovely. Okay, the last vendor I have here, and that should be 18 cents. Then I have 2 cents from this vendor and an honorable mention. So the next and last vendor is K Scented Melts. So I had to put pumpkin peanut brittle in here because I've been searching for a pumpkin peanut brittle Bath & Body Works dupe for so long, and I thank you so much to the person who commented and let me know that Kay had a dupe for it. This is definitely the Bath & Body Works type. My camera might shut off and I'll just restart it. So anyway, this is definitely the Bath & Body Works type. It has that like roasty pumpkin seed, and and you get the peanut, and it's like, yep. It's like this salted, roasted peanut and pumpkin seed scent. It's so good. It's one of my favorite like foodie scents ever. And it's definitely my favorite foodie Bath and Body Works candle, but I'm so happy to know that Kay has this and I can get it anytime as long as she keeps making it. But I melted one piece in my tea light warmer and it's perfect. So if you've been on the hunt, try this. I had to put this in here because it stood out to me for sure, because every other pumpkin peanut brittle I've tried from every other vendor is not Bath and Body Works type. This one is, and I'm obsessed. I don't know where to put these. Let me bring it back a little bit. Okay. And then the last one for my top 20 is Hey Sailor. Oh my goodness, sorry for the glare, guys. This is Black Sea Winter Linen and Black Currant Absinthe. This is, I believe this is Carla's original blend. It's definitely a house blend, but I think this might have been for her dad. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure it says on the website, but this is amazing. I put 1 cube of this in my tea light warmer when I melted it. It filled up my whole house, my entire house. 10 out of 10, 10 plus out of 10. Crazy strong, beautiful scent. It's definitely like, I get that winter linen. To me, it's definitely pretty laundry, but those other notes, I don't know, it's just so special. It is such a special blend to me. It's so clean, fresh, just beautiful. Definitely will be getting like a huge amount of this at some point. I do think for me this is more of a spring summer scent, but I mean it's winter linen, so I don't know. But to me it smells like more of a spring summer scent. But this is like, this is the kind of scent that made me fall in love with home fragrance. I've mentioned before that laundry blends were like the start of my obsession. Like actual laundry products were the original start of my obsession, and then I got into laundry scents, candles, any kind of home fragrance and laundry scents. And this just kind of takes me back there, but it's also like a more sophisticated version of those scents that I was into then. So I feel like this is like the grown-up lacy scent. Like this is my, I don't know how I'm explaining this. It's probably sounding not coherent. It makes me feel like I'm a kid again, but it's also much more mature than the scents that I was into when I was a kid. So I feel like it's just, this is like my full circle scent, if that makes sense. Just absolutely beautiful. If my life smelled like this, I would be happy. Yeah, definitely one of my favorites from 2021. And then I just have one honorable mention. I didn't want to like go over the 20 favorites because then it's like, why did you even say that it's 20 favorites? But I definitely wanted to add this one in there, and I didn't really want to put it in my top 20 because it's my custom. So I'm adding an honorable mention, but this is also from Kay. This is my custom Jilly. It's Beach, Sunset Heat, and Wildflower Honey. I love this scent. Just smelling it, it like makes me feel warm. This is definitely like a summer scent to me. But you get that beachy, like suntan kind of scent. Suntan lotion kind of scent, I should say. And you get this like sweet honey. And then the Sunset Heat is like this, it's a perfume, but it's super summery to me. But this is the first scent that I melted in our new home, so it has a very positive scent memory for me, and I just love it. So this one really stood out for me in 2021. And I will repurchase it every year. It is beautiful. And it was super strong, guys. When we first moved in, my husband and I were sleeping on the couch in the living room because we didn't bring our old bed with us, so we were waiting for our new one to come. So we slept on the couch in the living room, but I had one Scentsy warmer set up. I put one piece of this in that Scentsy warmer, and I could smell it through the whole house, like for days. This lasted for days, 1 cube in one Scentsy warmer. It's beautiful. It was a super standout for me in 2021, and I love it. Yeah, so that's all of my scents, 20 scents and an honorable mention. Definitely not all of the scents that I loved last year, but these ones were the ones that really stood out to me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if any of these scents were your favorites from 2021. I would love to know what your favorite scents were throughout the year last year. So just, if you haven't already made a video about it, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I don't know what my next video will be, but I'll be back soon, I'm sure. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you all later. Bye.